been trying to make this video for some months now. I've probably started filming 4 or 5 different times, and I've come to the conclusion that I just don't know how to make this video in any kind of elegant way. So I've stopped trying to make it palatable, I guess. Over the last year, I haven't been uploading as much as I was the previous 2 years, partially because I didn't feel like I really had good content that was related to homesteading and gardening, which is what I started this channel for. But it wasn't for lack of trying. It was more that I just felt like I couldn't get it right, and I'll cover some more of that in other videos. But also I was having increasing challenges with my health, and I was gaining even more weight. I was having more and more pain problems, body pain, especially when I woke up in the morning, and my feet and my ankles were swelling, and then my legs started swelling. And I even saw a doctor, but anybody who's significantly overweight knows that most doctors are pretty much useless. They actually don't know how to help you with obesity. Sometimes they're prejudiced against obese people. Even the best doctors that I had who actually cared really just didn't know how to help me. I've been struggling with my weight for probably 30 years. Yeah, probably 30 years. Doctors have been telling me that I was overweight and I really needed to do something about it since 30 years ago, when I only weighed 150 pounds. And now, of course, I know how toxic that is, and how it actually led to me gaining even more and more and more weight over time. But I was only 18 then, and a new mom, and newly married, and I didn't know any better. And all through my life, I've just been trying to do what they told me to do, but they only tell you so much. Eat less and move more. Well, I'll tell you what. I've been through just about everything I could think of that remotely sounded like it might be healthy, including Weight Watchers several times. I could never get past 30 pounds down. Never. No matter how dedicated I was, and I swear to you it was dedicated. It did not work for me. It did not work for my body. It just didn't, and nobody would give me any different advice. Every time I tried to lose weight, I ended up gaining more. Over this last winter, it got to a point where I could barely function. I couldn't even sit properly. My abdomen was very distended and hard. I couldn't rest very well. At night even, I couldn't even sleep well. I was getting up to go to the bathroom all the time, and I was having leg cramps, and every morning I woke up in pain, like a lot of pain, and I couldn't get any answers. And then with the pandemic, it got to a point where I didn't feel safe going to medical facilities to even seek help. And then it got to the point where medical facilities were completely overwhelmed with COVID patients, and even if I had wanted to go, it wouldn't have been an option. At some point I hit a wall and I decided I had to figure it out for myself. Nobody was going to do it for me, and I couldn't get anybody to help me. So I decided to try the one last thing that I had never tried because everybody said it was so unhealthy and really bad for you. And I decided to try a low-carb diet. I did not believe that it was going to work. I really didn't. Nothing that I had tried for 30 years had worked. I started really slow, partially because I had to completely change everything I was eating. I cut out sugar, I cut out pasta, I cut out bread, every kind of starchy vegetable, potatoes, grains, rice. But for my whole life, I've been basing meals around those things. So I had to create a new pantry for myself. So it took me a little time, but even starting part way, within the first week, I was already losing weight. But besides the weight, the pain stopped. It just stopped. And 2 weeks in, my husband told me I was barely snoring anymore. I hadn't lost that much weight, a handful of pounds at that point. But I felt fantastic. I had energy. I wasn't in pain every day. I could move better. I still had fat and everything in the way, but I could already move better. Even my osteoarthritis in my knees was less painful. So I kept going and slowly eased into more and more as I changed how I could cook and what was in my pantry and what I could eat, and it just started melting away. And I was kind of in shock. I couldn't believe it. And on one hand, I wanted to share the journey with you and with everybody, and on the other hand, I still didn't believe it was going to work. I had lost as much as 30 pounds before and then hit a plateau that I couldn't break. So I waited and I waited, and I hit 30 pounds and kept going. And at this point in time, I am almost at 50 pounds down. And it's taken a bit to get here, but I'm not done yet. I have probably that much more to go. But right now it's working. I don't know if it'll keep working. I don't know if I can keep it off. But the one thing that's different this time is that I feel so much better. Even if this is over, even if I can't go any further than this, it's still better, and I'm still going to keep eating this way. Low carb meals, no sugar, no pasta, no bread. I use some convenience products so that I can have some of those things but they're made out of ingredients that are acceptable. But mostly I just try to cook fresh foods that are approved for a low carb diet. And I take some supplements to make up for the things that a low carb diet lacks. I have learned that I think for me, for my body, that I have a sensitivity to sugar, white processed sugar. A couple times that I decided I was going to have just one piece of candy or something that had regular sugar in it, I woke up in pain again. So I'm just not going to have sugar. It makes me kind of mad that no doctor ever, when I described the pain that I was having, ever recommended food sensitivity testing to me. All I ever got was eat less and move more. And if I told them that I was doing that, they didn't believe me. One called me a liar. I talk about willpower, and it has nothing to do with willpower. Our healthcare system is severely broken, and as I'm sure you all know, here in America, I can't fix it, but I'm gonna do whatever the hell I can do to fix myself. I still believe modern medicine has many miracles, and that there are good doctors out there. I've had a couple good doctors. It's just that none of them were trained to treat obesity. Preventative medicine, health care. They're really just trained to treat sickness. And that's what they're good for. Sickness. They are not good for health. I don't believe. Anyway, I am not advocating a low-carb diet for anybody. I don't know enough about it even for myself yet. I am still learning. All the time I'm learning more. But what I'm doing right now is working right now, and I'm going to keep doing that for now because I don't really feel like I have a choice. This has saved my life, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, that is why over the last year, and especially over the last 6 months, you've not seen very much of me. I did voiceovers where you only saw my hands or my feet, or I was wearing very baggy clothes. I was not ready to share. I'm not sure that I'm even ready now, but this experience, plus some other things going on in life, have caused me to reevaluate everything. My thoughts and views and feelings on everything, and also reevaluate how I want to move forward with my life, what I actually want to do with it, and not just what I think I might be able to do with it. So that has been part of the channel name change and the content change, and probably there might still be some more changes, but at this point in time I do still intend to have homesteading and gardening content if that's what you came for. I hope you'll stick around, but I'm not going to deny myself anymore being exactly who I am. pains. Losing. Whole community. I want to say, and I want to believe, that I don't care what anybody thinks of me. But that's clearly not true. But I'm working on it. That's all I've got for you today. I hope I'll see you on that next video. Blessed be, friends.